This is Kristen Wallace, Technology Integrationist for the Westonka Public Schools. And in this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to put money into your student's lunch account online. The first thing I'm going to do is come to our district homepage, although you may find these same resources on any of your building's web pages. To put money into your student's account, you're going to first go to Family Access. However, I'm going to go to the food service page first because I want to talk about some of the resources here. If you haven't been to Westonka Foodies, you may want to check out this website. It talks about all the different things that food service offers to your students, whether that's breakfast or lunch. You can find your menus here. You can find information on the different ways that you can pay for your students' lunches. Today, we're focusing on how to pay online. So next I'm going to go to the Pay Online section, and that takes me to Skyward Family Access. I'm going to log in with my Family Access login information. If you're unsure of what this information is, you'll want to contact the administrative assistant in your child's building. Once I get into Family Access, I'm going to notice here that I have all students. I have several students that are attending school in several different buildings, and I don't need to individually select them here. I'm also then going to go to Food Service on the left-hand side under the Home Navigation menu. When I go here, I find a lot of information about food service. I can see the current balance for all of my students. You can see in my test account, I have a lot of students. You can see that there are some messages from some of the different buildings. And over here on the far right-hand side, I can see all the purchases that my students have made, which is really interesting information that you can track. Before I go and add money into my student's account, I'm going to go to my account up here at the top. And what I want to make sure is that I've clicked with a blue check mark this box that says receive emails when food service balance is under $12.50. By doing this, I will automatically get an email anytime my student's account dips below that amount. And so that will help me manage how much money I need to put into my kids' accounts and make sure that they are ready to enjoy lunch each day through the food service. Now I'm going to go back in and actually add money. So I'm going to go to any one of my students and go to make a payment. You can add money to all your students' accounts at once. However, each student has their own account. So I can't just add a lump sum and have that divided amongst all my students. I actually have to go in here and add that amount. But that actually works out nicely in my household where I have one student that takes hot lunch each day and one student that just purchases a milk each day. So they don't need the same amount of money. Once I've gone through and added to all my children's accounts, I'm ready now to go and pay. So you're going to go up to the top and you want to make sure that it says RevTrak 1 Food Service. If you've recently paid for some other fees, you might see RevTrak 2 Fee Management, and so you want to toggle between until you get to RevTrak 1. Then you're going to select Pay with Vendor. This is going to take you to RevTrak in order to pay. Skyward Family Access is where you add money to your account, and RevTrak is a separate website where you're actually going to pay. If you've paid other fees before, you've already set up this account. It's going to confirm the amount of money that you want to pay. And then if you've been to this site before, your email address will appear here or you can add it. If you have not been to this site before, you'll have to create an account for yourself one time. So these are two separate logins in order to pay. If you forgot your password, you can go ahead and have an email reminder sent to you of what your password is. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. It does allow you to save all your information. So once you've used it one time, you're able to log in and use that same information again and again, which is nice. And then I'm going to continue to the type of payment. You're able to pay with a credit card here or to make an e-payment. And that is another option. Again, it can save your credit card information for you, and then you can verify that information. Once you've paid, it will send you a digital receipt that you can print out, and it will also email you a receipt. And then once you've made that payment, you can come back here and you'll see your balances increase. So that's a quick and easy way to make sure that your students have money in their lunch account on a regular basis, and you can pay that through your Family Access and RevTrak. If you have additional questions about food service, be sure to contact our food service staff. And if you have additional information about Skyward and how to make payments online, you can go ahead and contact me, Kristen Wallace.